icons of American history, the Cecil Hotel and Burma-Shave. Both were born in 1924. Both would open to the public and be available in 1927. One famous, one infamous. Both with so much history. From that, Doug and Fran have come up with Hotel Cecil, an homage to both the Cecil Hotel and its history of drama and suicide and murder, along with Burma-Shave, which would bring on a new era into men's shaving with their brushless soap. A truly wonderful scent of yesteryear in his CK6 formula. So let's give this a go. Good afternoon, white shaving enthusiasts and newbies. Welcome out of the rabbit hole with Kel Shaves. Today I'm going to be using this razor for the first time on video. I used it for the first time last week. This is out of Canada, the Henson Shaving razor. 1.3 ounces, made out of aluminum, approximately a 3 3/4 inch handle, 4 inches overall length. Very unusual head design. You see the lather slots on it, and there is a number stamped on there, and I did check to see what it means. It refers to its first or the second batch, and it is the medium aggressive, not the mild. And you can see the pins in there. We are going to load this with a fresh Voscod. And you can see there's no exposure of the end caps. There's very little of the blade that you can see. But when I used it last week, I could definitely feel it, which surprised me, because a lot of guys, I believe I bought this or won it from Steve Mendez out of Ontario, and he found it very mild. So we're going to give it a try. I found it mild but highly efficient, which really surprised me. And stay tuned. I have two of these actually. I did buy one from another friend of mine, did a trade rather, and I might be giving one of these away in a future giveaway, so stay tuned for that. So we're going to do that in conjunction with Hotel Cecil. This is awesome. If you can see the artwork on here of a man plunging out of the Hotel Cecil window. This is a notorious and infamous hotel in the Skid Row area of Los Angeles. Built in 1924, opened to the public in 1927, and then of course the great crash of 1929, and it became infamous for its stories of murder and suicide and bad shit happening there. Black Dahlia may have had her last drink there in the last scene there. Richard Ramirez lived on the 14th floor. In the fairly more recent past, a Canadian woman, Elisa, and I will give more details later, was actually found in one of the two rooftop water towers. She may have been there for a couple of weeks, according to the story. Apparently, occupants of the hotel noticed that their water didn't taste very good. It was rather foul tasting and smelling. And that's how they discovered her. Morbid as hell. That also came out, or sorry, the hotel was opened or started building the same time that Burma-Shave came out. So that's what Doug and Fran are incorporating. It's an homage. It is their kind of their fall Halloween-y type thing.
Shaking, bud. So you're probably wondering about Hotel Cecil. That's right, and probably wondering about this too, my man bag. I don't blame you. It is kind of weird, but it holds my phone and stuff. And a gun. Holds a gun. But anyways, I'm here today to talk to you, or to talk to the masses about Hotel Cecil, which is our homage to the classic original brushless shave soap, Burma-Shave. Now, ours is not brushless, but theirs was. In fact, it was the first, if I didn't already say that. So Hotel Cecil, it's kind of a duo are dual homage to one, Burma-Shave, and two, to the Cecil Hotel, one of the most haunted hotels in all of the world, or at least in our country. And it's located on Skid Row in Los Angeles. Both were born in 1924, being Burma-Shave and Hotel Cecil. Ours is called Hotel Cecil. The original is called Cecil Hotel. This is the PAA universe, so I kind of mix things up and around, and this isn't any different than any other releases in that way. So, the scent. Most people, when they talk about Burma-Shave, they talk about the signs, the rhyming signs on the side of the road. In fact, that's what they always talk about. They always fail to talk about the scent. And the scent is what I find most epic, most nostalgic, and most classic, and needed to come back. It is talc, cardamom, vanilla, tonka bean, phallus, sandalwood, cedarwood, nutmeg, black pepper, oak wood, and oak moss, all in this concoction of awesome. It really is. It'll take you back to a time before. I feel like a lot of the scents that we remember, because most people don't remember the scent, but the ones we do remember, Old Spice and Seaforth now and others, are actually borrowing from the original, I think, manly scent, which is Burma-Shave. So that's what Hotel Cecil is, and at the same time, an homage to one of the most haunted places in the United States, Cecil Hotel. And if you don't believe me, Google Cecil Hotel. In fact, there's so much to dig into. This place is so weird, so paranormal, it's ridiculous. In fact, 2 serial killers at different times, different decades, stayed there during their killing sprees. The most recent weird event was the Elisa Lam case. But you'll find all of this with a quick Google search, and you can go down this rabbit hole, and it is a spooky, spooky place. This was released for Halloween. It's probably going to be around for another month. So if you haven't got it, get some. It's totally worth it. It's definitely worth it for a historical reference. You're going to love this scent, Hotel Cecil. Thanks for having me, Ken. Now, Huxley.
Moss. And again, I just recently did a video of his diver down. And again, this is just amazing. Not something that I would typically, like I said, in my wheelhouse. I tend to be more into, of course, the aquatic and stuff like that. But really lovely scent on this. Built up my lather, which I'll edit into this. Great lather on there, of course, using the Amber Aerolite. So, gonna do our first pass in real time, second and third pass in multi-speed. Save time, you guys don't need to see a half-hour video. I will try to include some links in the description or in up above my shoulder, some of the stuff you can find online about the Cecil Hotel out of LA, 700 room hotel. Very interesting history. I've only begun to look at a couple of videos, and yeah, if a hotel can be haunted, if you believe in that, if a hotel can be evil, if a hotel can have memory, if you're interested in that sort of thing, the story behind this might be right up your alley. Doug and Fran seem to have an appreciation for history and things that have gone by era that just amazes me, and I love it. So, first pass with the grain. About 6 days growth, which isn't very much for me. Slight bit of blade feel, but very mild. But in my opinion, highly efficient. And maybe that's something to be talked about, is you have razors that are aggressive, you feel them, but they're also highly efficient. You have other razors which are very gentle, but still, again, highly efficient, like this, in my opinion. Similar to what I discovered when I did a 2-pass shave with it before I went trucking last week off camera. Brand new boss cut in there, and it's going through this easily. And then, in my opinion, and I've talked about this one before, you have something such as this Wilkinson, which I will use someday on camera. Mild and inefficient. In my opinion, I couldn't get this thing to shave worth a damn. Couldn't feel anything, and it also wasn't mowing it down. For those of you that like longer handle, this might be right up your alley. But again, it is about a 3 3/4 inch handle, aluminum. So it's 1.3 ounces, extremely light. Yeah, it just mowed right through that. No problem. I think actually what I'm going to do is probably just a 2-pass against the grain and just a clean up after that. I don't normally do that, but I think for the sake of time, and again, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So we're going to re-wet and do this pass in, like I said, probably a multi-speed. We're just going to do a little touch up over here. The rest of it is either DFS or BBS. Again, very gentle but highly efficient in my opinion, which surprises me given, well, it's hard to see, but there's hardly any, you can hardly see the blade on this thing. Precision made in partnership with an aerospace manufacturer in Canada. Very, very strict tolerances, such that they use on the satellites in the Canada Arm. There, perfect. So we're going to rinse this out and clean it up, and then we'll come right back and do the post and talk about some more. So we'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back. Got it all cleaned out. I'm gonna take my Phoenix Artisan Coachman's Dry Dock Alum Block. Gonna run it under the water, wet it. You guys know that I use the smoke shaves now. If there's any nicks, any abrasions, it's gonna help heal that. It's gonna help your skin. It's also gonna give you feedback. If you've got nicks, like I said, you're gonna feel the burn. You're gonna know that you went too hard with a razor, and it's just a very, very tiny little bit. Just enough that I used it. But comparatively over the years, that is insignificant, a little tiny bit of burn. Very impressed. Don't know if I nicked me there. But overall, man, I'm surprised. Like I said, I did use this the other day, about a week ago, for about a 2-pass shave, just quick on my way out the door. Like I said, everyone says that it's mild, and maybe it is. Like I said, this is the medium plate, and they make it a mild, primarily, I guess, more geared towards daily shavers or towards women that might want something more mild or have skin sensitivities. I don't, and I only shave maybe once a week. But damn, super, super impressed. Blade angle very easy to find, although that head is just odd looking. Nothing I've got even come close to the looks of that head. Of course, we went with Hotel Cecil. Like I said, homage to the real hotel called the Cecil Hotel out of Los Angeles. And pays homage to Burma-Shave. Their scent, they came out the same year. I'm gonna rinse this off. We are going to apply our matching aftershave, alcohol-based aloe vera, I believe. I didn't read it before camera. But if it's like his others, it will be alcohol-based with aloe vera in it. Or witch hazel. Oh, wow. If that does not remind you of what your grandfather would have smelled like, that's just classic scent, manly, masculine. Feels really good too. Man, does that ever feel nice. Super impressed with that. And as I've said before, guys, Doug is a friend of mine, but I've never met anyone that has quite a zest for life and for history as he does. He brings the past into the present. Like I said, with this set here, the homage, you know, from the history from 1924. Actually, coincidentally, also the same year my grandfather on my mother's side was born. You've got a little alien there. You know, maybe because he's out of Phoenix, that, you know, Area 51, I'm assuming, is nearby. No, that's in Nevada. Never mind. Anyway, he's into ETs and extraterrestrials, but he also loves bringing the history back and bringing it into the present. His marketing is amazing. With this set, he sent me this little booklet, this little short novella, which I have not had a chance to read. Again, I just love his attention to detail. This hotel room key. Now, apparently, and I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but apparently if I read that story, there's a telephone number on here. And I need to call that telephone number apparently. But, can you see room 369? Now, the one thing I did read in here, it's in the opening page. Right here. He's got a quote. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. Nikola Tesla, 1924. Also in this is from Burma-Shave. Where the veil is thin, built of toil and sin, your head grows bald, but not your chin. So Burma-Shave created 1924, Formula 143. I love his attention to detail. I love his zest for history and bringing it into the mainstream. So, highly recommend you check it out. Very cool. Love the packaging. So, again, Doug is a friend of mine, but if I didn't like it, I wouldn't use it. So very cool. Wait, it's gonna wrap this one up. I gotta go trucking tomorrow morning. So hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully it's not gonna run too long. Your comments, your suggestions, good, bad, indifferent, please leave them down below. If you like what I do, I'd like to hear about it, and I'd like your suggestions about other upcoming videos. And of course, you guys have yourselves an awesome week. You guys stay safe out there. We'll see you again in a few days. Bye-bye.